Our communities are rich with diverse cultures, but there is this critical gap that exists in our educational environment. And this gap is starkly illustrated by the fact that while only 54% of the students are students of color, 82% of their teachers are not. This is a mismatch, and it is more than just numbers, y'all. It deeply impacts how our students learn, how our students grow, and how we as a broader community connect and empathize with each other. Hi, everybody. I am Michelle Singh, and I am a 20-year educator who specializes in teaching teachers. When I was 9 years old, I immigrated to the United States from Jamaica. And in my American classrooms, whenever a teacher asked me a question, I would proudly stand to speak because this was a gesture of respect that I learned from my Jamaican culture. But this act, although it was a core part of who I was, it made me a target for ridicule. But then Miss Fernandez showed up, and she taught us that our differences were not just to be tolerated, they were to be celebrated. Miss Fernandez championed principles of empathy and connection that guide me today and that offer a blueprint for all. While we cannot change the mismatch that exists between the teacher and the student populations in our public schools overnight, what we can do is we can equip the teachers with the tools to bridge existing educational gaps that strengthen their classroom connections. And these tools can also be used outside of the classroom to build stronger community connections as well. Right now, we have over 10 million Black and Brown students who sit in our classrooms daily. And each of these students come with their own unique qualities. And they often see themselves as not quite fit in the mold. They just don't fit in. And they too are in dire need of their own Miss Fernandez. So here's what we can do to show up for them. Number one, we can be culturally competent. We can include diverse stories in the curriculums and in our lives. We can connect the community and the classroom. We can bring in those real life examples into the teachings. We can foster authentic student relationships, and we can provide those opportunities for students to listen and share their experiences in and out of the classroom. And we can empower the parents because we can support them as advocates for their children, especially if they're from immigrant backgrounds. These tools are not limited to classrooms. They are a call to action for all of us. We are responsible for reimagining our realities and creating more connected and empathetic communities.